What's good, guys? It's your boy Lord Zed, and first off I want to say thanks a lot for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the kill streaks or score streaks that I feel like people are too scared to go for. A lot of the time in this game people feel like they're going to get ran up on as soon as they think they're getting a nice flow going. Somebody walks up behind them and shoots them in the back of the head. So I'm going to be talking about, the 3 best kill streaks in my opinion, if you can get to them. As far as what the game has to offer. If you enjoyed this video, if you like the gameplay, if you like the commentary, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, your support is greatly appreciated. So the first streak I want to talk about is the Warden. So the Warden's dope as hell in my opinion. It takes 1,100 points to get to, and pretty much, the question is, what is the Warden? A lot of people get it. That's not one of the 3 streaks that I feel like people are too scared to get, because at 1,100 points, it's not that hard to get there if you play the game smart. So pretty much, what is the Warden? The definition or the description that the game gives, it says the Warden is a very useful hovering support combat ship that allows you to have 2 firing modes. It can automatically target enemies on the ground and take them down. It can either patrol the map and target enemies at will, or it can be set to follow you around as a backup for a particular section of the map. So pretty much there's 2 modes that you can put the Warden in. We'll call it attack mode and guard mode. So the first mode, like it says, it can go around and target enemies throughout the map. And then the second mode is kind of like a hovering mode. The patrol mode makes the Warden hover over you and pretty much watch your back at whatever spot you're at in the map. So it's great. To me, this streak reminds me the most of the Pablo in Modern Warfare 2. It's like a heavily armored, chopper that just sits up top and just drops people, man. This thing is super overpowered in my opinion. I think it should be a lot higher up in terms of, how much score you have to get it, because this thing just obliterates people. I love it, love it, love it. So right now I'm using it. In a second, you'll see in the video, I'm going to start using the second streak that I want to talk about. But let's go ahead and start talking about it. Here I go. I'm about to drop it now. And that's going to be the RC8, which is a robot pretty much. The thing is, how do I explain it, man? Let me tell you what the game says about it, then I'll give you my opinion on it. So pretty much it's a heavily armored C8 that comes with modes, manual and automatic, so you can control it or you can let it just walk around automatically. And I'm about to pull it out now. Pretty much it's a combat robot that has a powerful energy weapon and a shield that can be used to block attacks. Using it on manual is effective and lethal, but it is best to let it go around on automatic so it can roam around freely. So okay, my opinion is the complete opposite of what that says. I think this thing is absolute trash when you put it on automatic mode. As you can see in the video, I am straight destroying people when I use this thing manually. The only problem is that it's so slow. You can't boost with it. You can't dash with it. It literally just clunkers around, walks real slow. But if you see anybody, you freaking destroy their body. So I like it. Do I think it should be worth 1,450 points to get? No, I don't. But, it's pretty straight. So the next one I want to talk about, but again, most people are too afraid to go for that because 1,450 points is kind of high, and most people can't get to it unless they're playing a mode like Kill Confirmed or something, or Domination. So this last streak I want to talk about is the one you're seeing right now. It's the AP3X. So pretty much it says you will have access to a hovering anti-personnel drone. You can float up and down the map, which allows you to make use of cover around the map. This also allows you to take down enemies on rooftops and those who like to wall run a little too much. The AP3X uses missiles and rapid fire guns. So there are several things this thing can do, man. First of all, this thing zips around the map like with the reckless abandon, man. This thing is crazy, and it can be, somewhat hard to control. If like on this map you got a bunch of corners and stuff, this thing just whips around super crazy. But pretty much it's a drone that flies around. You can control it, or you have to control it. You can't put it into like hover mode or the other mode that you can do with the RC8, but it's definitely worth it. I think if you can get to 1,550. If you are good enough to do it, put on the AP3X, because that thing is very hard to take out. It's not like one of those streaks where you pull it out and 2 seconds later, it's destroyed. The AP3X is super dope, but again, I'm not really a huge fan of the hierarchy, we'll say, of the Scorestreaks. I definitely think the Warden should be a little bit harder to get. I think the RC8 should be a little bit lower, because I don't think it's as powerful in automatic mode as it is in manual mode. And as you can see, I'm using it in manual mode. But I don't think it should be harder to get the RC8 than the Warden, just because of how consistently the Warden kills. I've gotten this RC8 before, and it's gotten killed or taken out in a matter of like a minute or so. So I think that, in my opinion, the Warden is better than the RC8, but the AP3X is definitely at the top of the food chain just because of its versatility. I think just whips around. It's easier to control than the RC8, and as far as its capability of shooting missiles and shooting an actual rapid fire gun, I think that thing is just absolutely disgusting. So those are my 3 top streaks, man: the Warden, the RC8, and the AP3X. Let me know what you think of those streaks. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you think the Warden's fine right where it's at, if you think the RC8 is better than I'm giving it credit for, or if you agree with me, whatever the case is, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys for watching. Smash that like button. Lord Zed out.